limits on their three-point shooting.
They certainly do, Kevin. And the feeling in today's game is you can never have too much shooting. If you have got 5 guys on the floor at any given time, all of whom are a threat, boy, as a coach, what a luxury.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Conley. Passes it to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Conley. Over Ingram. And it's Conley that time on the assist from Bogdanovich. Now here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Sacramento.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Now here is Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Now here's Ball. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. And he gets it to go.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. It's a 5-point game. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. Gobert trying to get open. Conley's shot is off.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Ball with a wide open look. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Now here's Gobert, and that one good.
I love it when Rudy Gobert crashes the offensive glass, uses those long arms to great advantage.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, a while ago, Alvin Gentry and I were able to chat. He said their first order of business will be contending with the high-flying Donovan Mitchell, who is very dangerous with the ball in his hands. Look to apply pressure to try to keep him off of balance. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Now here's Jackson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Now here's Clarkson. He's covered closely. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
Wow, big-time move by Jordan Clarkson. The defense forced to adjust. That's an incredible drive.
Here's Redick, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Hayes the pass to Hart. Shot clock at 5. And Davis sends it back. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Jazz trail by 5. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now here's Moutier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Mudiay certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
Both free throws good from Mudiay.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Mudiay must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's Redick on the wing. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Back to Mudiay. Now Gobert. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Oklahoma City. Clarkson picks to Mudiay. 5 on the clock. Over Jackson. Another miss by Utah. Redick surveying the D. Fires from deep. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
The focus, the precision. Once Redick gets any airspace to shoot the deep ball, he seizes on the opportunity.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 9. From New Orleans, back in a moment. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his instinct.
He's one of my favorite players growing up.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Peyton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Mudiay. Then it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Davis in at the 4-man position. The Pelicans shooting their first free throws here tonight. Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And, Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all. Clarkson against Redick. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Redick with it, now defended by Mudiay. Hart the pass to Redick. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Melly. Gobert with the block.
And the remarkable reach of the stifle tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
And it's Mudiay with the ball. He brings it up for the Jazz. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Teardrop shot. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Yeah, and in winning that last game, they attacked the basket aggressively, drew a lot of fouls in that game.
Two things are a product of that. One, you shoot a ton of freebies. Two, the other team goes deep into its rotation. Neither one of those two things is going to work.
Davis, the pass to Moutier. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. Second, the Pelicans.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Utah also making some changes. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Davis. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Clarkson. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Moutier finds Gobert. Ball against Moutier. Pass to Bogdanovich. Now here's Moutier. Guarded closer. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
And there's the pass to Williamson. Over Bogdanovich. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Ball. Williamson's got his second basket of the night. Jazz trail by 11. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Jazz. Pelicans on D. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Jazz passing it around. Gobert down low. He's covered by Favors.
I think you want to see more of this from Derek Favors. You'd love to see him be aggressive and try to send shots back.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Conley against Ball. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. He kicks to O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, another miss by Utah.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Hayes, he's checked in for Derek Favors. The Pelicans have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Jazz trail by 16. Conley with it. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Can they get it? That one, no good. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David, run away. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the 5 down low. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half.
getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
90 seconds now into the second half. The shot by Holiday, no good. Jazz trail by 18. Right side, Conley. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Conley's got his second basket of the game.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Williamson kicks to Ingram. Williamson dishes to Favors.
Well, let's remember, this guy is 6'10", 265 pounds of nothing but force. Go to work, Derek Favors.
And one of the best defensive big men in the league, Derek Favors.
You're right, Kevin, because he's got the body to play bully ball, but the lateral quickness to deal with smaller players. When this guy gets down in his stance, he can cover some ground defensively.
New Orleans making some changes here. Okafor is checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. Then for the Jazz, Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Clarkson in for Royce O'Neal. And so Favors nails both of them.
And the playmaking of Joe Ingles, such a valuable asset for the Jazz.
Well, Greg, they've needed more shot creation, and his growth in that regard, especially operating in the pick and roll, such a big lift to their offense.
Back to Bogdanovich. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Clarkson. And it's off from three-point range. Mitchell against Redick. On the wing, Holiday. Redick passes to Okafor. Over Ingles. And it's Okafor missing. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 18. And trying to get it to go, even with the contact, but no good. And he'll try to pick up two at the free throw line coming up.
Well, Joe Ingles, to me, specializes in mixing up his pace, and that's how he gets these calls.
Well, Doris, you look at Joe Ingles, he's quietly become one of the better small forwards in the NBA.
And he is the prototypical don't judge a book by its cover, because they call him slow-mo Joe or average Joe. But dig a little bit deeper. This guy is a quality playmaker and a knockdown shooter.
Outside Redick. Outside Holiday. Passes to Okafor. He's looking for Hayes and finds him. And the Pelicans miss again.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Mitchell. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter.
We're talking 6'3", 215 pounds, so that is a big-sized guard. He can operate on the interior.
Here's Holiday. Hayes trying to break through. The shot by Holiday, no good. Jazz trail by 15. Clarkson finds Conley. Swiped it away. Holiday looking over the floor. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Hayes the pass to Melly. On the wing, Holiday. 6 to shoot. And the Pelicans miss again. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Yep, that one goes. Clarkson's got 6 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And Holiday kicks to Redick. Pass to Hayes. Outside Holiday. The 3. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Conley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Holiday.
4th selection back in the 07 draft. Conley has been a reliable guard for many years.
Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Lonzo Ball comes in for Drew Holiday. O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Clarkson against Redick. Trying to get something going. Misses the shot.
I think one thing you know about Joe Ingles is he understands angles defensively, and he will compete.
And so,
Right there on display.
and with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Jazz. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley out there with Clarkson. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. Stolen by Conley. Fast break, here come the Jazz. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Conley's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Jazz. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Over Conley. And the shot is long.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Clarkson. Redick with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Pass to Williamson. Over Conley. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. And that one's good, Williamson.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Conley against Ball. Unloads from 13. Here's Gobert. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Jazz. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a 3, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building 3. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Gobert finds Conley. Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Ball. Back to Conley. 5 to shoot. It's good.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Pelicans leading by 9. Ball, the pass to Redick. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. And the Pelicans making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And a switcher also for Utah. Bogdanovich is checked in. Now here's Williamson. He's covered by Bogdanovich.
And you admire that assertive aggression from Williamson. Goes right at you when he's in his comfort zone.
Conley against Ball. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Yeah, a coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Holiday, and it's blocked.
Did you guys just see that? Listen, Bogdanovich can guard, but shot blocking? Wow.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Gets the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Both good from the line that time.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
Mitchell wide open, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 9 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Bogdanovich against Holiday. There's the pass to Williamson. Over Mitchell. Here's Ball. Stolen by Michael Conley. Now, here's Bogdanovich. T right on him. And here is Conley. Shoots over Ball. Favors with the rebound. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Pass to Williamson. Ingram outside. Pass to Williamson. Stolen by O'Neal. They push it up 4 on 3. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. The Jazz making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars.
Boy, this is as exciting a combo guard as there is in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell's craftiness, his assertiveness, all of those things make this guy special.
And so here is New Orleans. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
The Jazz again can't hit it. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They're leading by 8. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalil here at home with a competitive matchup. What got you guys over the top tonight?
To stand together as a team, playing as hard as we could. The fans were great, and we wanted to play good for them.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.